morning, happy campers. We're about to go down to Urhwerk to have our breakfast, see what delights are in store. What are you gonna have, Bubba? A little eggy sausage and bacon in a pot. Bubba's gone for green tea.
It smells like purple.
Let me smell it.
Sounds nice.
So all in all, this restaurant is brilliant. It's great food, great design, really clever engineering, and overall just a fantastic addition to what is already a fantastic area to the park. And it just makes the hotel sing. It stands out.
And don't forget all the trouble we got.
Why does someone not know how to close a window when they've had a shit? It wasn't me. Disgusting!
Now we're off to check in to the Hotel Ling Bao and have our second day in the park. Oh my god, it's so amazing. Oh, it's really cozy. It's really calm and idyllic in here. This is the kind of lobby that I just want to sit in for hours, reading a book or something. It's so lovely. I was reading earlier that this hotel has been voted best theme park hotel in Europe for 6 years on the trot, and you can see why. The theming is incredible. The staff here are so lovely. We just had a really lovely chat with the lady at reception. We've left our luggage and it's time to head back into the park for our second day. I'm so excited. This is the entrance to the park. Unfortunately, it is raining quite heavily and it's a bit windy, so I think we're going to have a bit of a downpour. Look how cool the buildings look here. It's so magnificent. Look at all of this. They look really good. Oh, this is the ghost train. We are definitely going on this. Is it the longest?
Yeah.
No buggies in case you were thinking of taking your kids on, your baby on the ghost train. This is very, very dark. Making us walk all around the houses. Looks cool. Are you excited, Robert?
Yeah.
Or a bit scared?
It's scared.
Oh, the bar's coming down.
The safety bars open, we step off to the left.
Rob, what did you think of Rikscha, the longest ghost train in the world or Europe?
Europe.
What did you think of it?
It was absolutely terrifying.
Did you your pants?
Several times.
I wouldn't say here. Clean up operation for them there.
In all seriousness, I mean, it's not scary at all. It's not like the ghost trains that I'm used to, where you're having things jump out at you and make loud noises and
I'm
jump
glad.
scares.
I'm kind of glad about that.
What's that Disney ride? It's a Small World.
Yeah.
It's like that, but a kind of Chinese mythology horror version.
The scenes were really intricate and they looked really handmade.
Yeah, is that handmade, crafty / a bit old and not that good?
Maybe, but I liked it. I thought it was different to the
It's
usual
very
plasticiness of a lot of modern sort of ghost trainy rides. Dustiness of it, that kind of gave it a little bit of a kind of buried secret-esque vibe for me.
And maybe if you know your Chinese folklore, you'll know what the different scenes represented, maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was a solid ride. I know it's probably a little bit tired, but I thought it was great.
It was fun.
So we are now heading on to Colorado Adventure. I'm not sure where the entrance is. Okay, something a bit odd about this coaster. We couldn't find the entrance anywhere. You see all the track and you think, right, it's got to be round here somewhere, but no, it's not. And it took us so long to find it. We had to go all the way back through the China section and the entrance is right round the back. Here we are, Colorado Adventure / China Adventure. Colorado Adventure, what did you think?
Yeah, it's a lot of laps. It's just a good runaway mine train style ride. Lots of really cool dark bits. There was one bit I was so incredibly close to the ground as it was going around the corner. Yeah, it was good.
I think you're wrong. I don't think it was a good mine train. I thought it was a awesome mine train. That's the best mine train I've ever been on. And someone said as we were leaving the station, take care of your spine. So I was thinking, oh God, this is going to be a bumper. Mine trains always tend to be a little bit rough just because they have lots of sort of fast dips and really tight turns. This is actually quite smooth. I thought it was great and I love the way it interacted with all of the rocks. There's indoor bits, there's outdoor bits, there's tunnels. I just thought it was great and it's got 3 lift hills, so it's quite a long ride, isn't it? So we're going to go and head on that again. One thing that is a little bit worrying though is you have to take your bags on it, and I'm kind of surprised by that. Wasn't really happy about putting this camera in my bag and like letting it rattle around because it's got, you know, delicate parts to it.
We've got delicate parts to us, Joe.
Well, yeah, we do all have delicate parts. I wonder if there's a way you can leave your bag on the side. I'm going to ask when we go on next time. Colorado Adventure, a really solid mine train. We just had another great ride on Colorado Adventure. It's definitely the best mine train I've ever been on. I sort of feel like it should be a Mexican themed mine train rather than Colorado. Obviously Colorado's nowhere near Mexico, but yeah, it goes through the Mexican section of the park. This sort of area, it's not really themed that kind of westerny that well. You can almost benefit from being like one theme for all of it. The Colorado area is just not big enough for it to be its own thing, so just make it Mexico. But it is a great ride. We're now heading to Black Mamba for a second ride. Hopefully we get a front ride and hopefully that man's not there. Fingers crossed. We're now heading into Africa for the Black Mamba. All the food places are open as well. At Alton Towers and the UK theme parks, things just close, and when it's off season, half the food things aren't open, but here you can get everything. I'm happy to say we had another front row ride and Mr. Grumpy was nowhere in sight. Yay! We're going to go on Deep in Africa Adventure Trail. It's just a walkthrough. Oh, you're like this, Bubba. I like this. This is cool. This is This is like the safe version of doing the high ropes. You've still got to be a little bit careful with your footwork. This is so cute. Oh my god! There's really good sound effects that I think are triggered. Oh look! This wood literally moves. That's cool, I like it. Oh, we might get a bit wet here. Are you supposed to go up there? Don't know, we can go this way. Can you imagine doing that?
Not on a day like today.
I would do that in the summer.
Yeah.
This is really cool, I like it. Oh my god! That just squirted me. Coming from here. Oh my god, look, there's a fireman's pole. I want to do it. Oh, look at this. This goes on forever. Bobber, look at this.
I think it's go up.
I love how many different directions you can go here. It's like infinite possibilities. As a kid, you would absolutely love this. What's up there? Claustrophobic hell? Pardon? A big slider? Do you mean a big slide, Rob? Oh my god, that looks like fun. Oh my god, it's bumpy! Oh, that was really good fun. And this just comes out in Berlin. So it's like a nice little portal into a different land, little transition moment. I feel like that's a bit like Crystal Maze, where they go between the different lands, up ladders and little chutes and tunnels. We'll do a little review of that over lunch. But we're going to get food now, and we fancy some Mexican, so we're going to head to La Cantina Tacana. We've both ordered a pulled beef burrito meal, which comes with a drink, tortilla chips, and a burrito. You can choose salsa, guac, sour cream, and barbecue, but we wanted something a bit spicy. Might not be spicy at all, so let's have a little dig into the chips and dips. That's delicious. They don't taste like anything like regular tortilla chips. They're sort of deep fried. If anyone's had deep fried pasta, it's like that. It's really tasty. Burrito time. Oh, it's got a cheese topping. Wow. Do this quick. We're getting stared at by everyone. That is saucy. Delish. So Rob, what did you think of the African trail?
I thought it was a nice little interlude.
And do you think it was for adults or kids, or both?
Predominantly kids, but I think it's been designed so that adults can go in as well. But some of the areas in it were quite small or quite narrow, so I think those were the bits that were specifically for the kids.
Yeah.
And I know that if I was a kid, I would have loved to have gone off to explore the little like nooks and crannies.
You didn't have the guts to do the fireman's pole, did you?
No, because I don't like heights. You could just see a twisted ankle situation happening, and I just thought, nah.
I loved it. I thought it was really great. I didn't know what to expect. I thought when I first saw African Adventure Trail, I thought it was going to be like some car thing where you get into like a Jeep or something and it drives around. Didn't have any idea that it was going to be like a walking kind of activity, like high ropesy kind of situation. Assault course, yeah. I wouldn't have normally even bothered with something like that because I didn't know what it was. I did, and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't like just a one and done. It went on for a long time and there were lots of different things. So you had like your rope bridges, things where the floor was missing, little nooks and crannies you could go around. I think it would be a really good one if you've got a bunch of kids and you need to burn some energy and let them just run wild for a little while. Maybe go there for an hour. They'll love it because it's just so much to do. It was also really nice how it interacted with the landscape and the Black Mamba ride. As you're obviously walking across bits of the track, it's like really close to you and you're like literally just there. It's just the other side of the net. Yeah, that was really good. So we've just had a nice Mexican lunch. I don't know how authentic it was. Not very, I don't think. But it was still delicious. Good quality ingredients, nicely prepared, good value for money, and again, not what you'd expect in a theme park from the point of view of a Brit. But I'm sure in Europe, theme park food's pretty decent. I did really enjoy Colorado Adventure. Brilliant. I don't think we're going to go on it again, probably. It was an unexpected highlight of the day so far. So it's now 2:48, just over 3 hours left of park open. So I think we're going to definitely try and get on Taron a few more times. probably will go on F.L.Y again. We might try and do a few sort of cinema or dark ridey type things, although we're not really that bothered about going on much else now, to be honest. I know this is supposed to be a review of everything. Just tired, and it's just nice walking around and just seeing stuff and relaxing with a few coasters in between. Right, we've decided to have a post-lunch stroll and have a look at the gift shop, see what merch they have. I really want something that's Taron related, most of all, but maybe as well something F.L.Y or Rookburgh, depending on what they have. Here we are. This looks like all the kids' stuff. Little Asian record bag. It's quite a nice bag actually. Oh, now that's cool. Is this Taron? That must be Taron. I do really like this t-shirt. Ich bin Klugheim. Like, these are quite nice. Like pendants, but like, would you ever actually wear that? It's massive as well. It's a really lovely illustration. These are quite cool, these bags. So we've just come out of the shop and we're a little bit disappointed because they have some really good quality stuff there, but most of it's not ride related. It's to do with the areas and the dragons. So all of the Taron stuff is to do with Schneck, the dragon of the Mystery Land. But there's literally 2 t-shirts and a little bracelet thing that are Taron. I really wanted a nice Taron keyring and maybe one for F.L.Y as well, or Rookburgh. And there's virtually no Rookburgh stuff either. What do they have? Like a hoodie, a t-shirt, and that book. And I'm just gobsmacked because I would have thought there would be a massive merchandise opportunity. Taron is world famous. People literally come from around the world to go on this coaster. Like, it's major in the enthusiast community. There wasn't really anything in the shop I wanted to buy. They had some really lovely bowls and kind of crockery in the Asian China section. Why would you buy that in a theme park? You can probably get really nice stuff in certain shops. You want ride specific stuff, that's what you want. Quite disappointed really with the shop, unfortunately. But, you know, hey-ho. I'm sure this ride's going to be really slow and boring, but it might just give us the opportunity to get some nice shots, and then we'll go over and do some Taron action. They're quite nicely themed, actually, these ride vehicles. This is the most white-knuckle action we've done on the trip. Get ready. I can't help but thinking this just is not the best time of year.
Is there ever a time when pop to the scaffolding will look good?
You're such a sarky bitch, aren't you? This looks like Notre Dame.
Like after the fire.
No, this is how they've rebuilt it. This one in front is going really slow, and we just keep catching up with it and stopping. They've obviously got a slow one, people in front of us. It's really annoying. See, look, we've just had to stop to let them hurry up. Right, whilst we're on this riveting ride, if you had to choose one ride in the park, what is the number 1 slot? It's a clear-cut answer.
Taron.
It's Taron.
It's Taron.
It is Taron.
It's Taron.
There's no question about it.
No question.
And I know there's probably lots of people out there who are going on about F.L.Y. And yeah, F.L.Y is a really nice ride. It's really good and it's really smooth. It has amazing theming. Taron just has the edge. Taron is unfassbar. It is a fantastic roller coaster. It has the most amazing layout. It's a decent length. It's really fast. It doesn't make you feel sick. It's not nauseating for some reason. And it's smooth and it's lots of near-miss elements. There's just something around every corner, literally, on Taron. And that rock work, I've never seen anything like it. Anyway, we're coming to the end of our ride now. See, look, the station is the best themed thing here. Look, check this out. Best thing. What's your verdict?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
This whole area is just like, I don't get it. I don't understand what anything is supposed to be.
It's just like nonness, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the land of nonness. That's what I'm calling it. Das Land of Nonness. See you later, Nonmobile. Well, that's the people who were in front of us that were the slow coaches. They're still on it. They've gone round again. Why would you go round for a second go on such a boring ride?
So this is the fantasy zone, right?
Yeah.
but it's like, look at the bits. It's like, oh, well, let's make it fantasy. Let's just put some squiggly bits and bobs on it.
They do look really crap,
You
don't
do
they?
better than that.
That is really
I can
crap.
see maybe it's supposed to be a face. Just need to think it through.
It's very lackluster. So yeah, Phantasialand, come on, sort this land out. It's letting the rest of the park down. Rob just had a really good point and he said, let's face it, the kids that are in the park aren't here. Very true. They're everywhere else but here. I put my hat on because it's getting cold. This is my Cologne beanie. I actually bought this here in 2019 and had it ever since, and it's been keeping my head warm for years. So we're heading over to Taron now because we just need some quality rides. Really excited to be going on it. It's the first time we've been on it today, and we're going to do a couple of rides. Then we're going to go over to Rookburgh, do F.L.Y 1 or 2 last times, and then we're going to finish again on Taron because I've said I have to be going home knowing I went on Taron last. So there we are, Taron. So something really cool happened when I was waiting for my ride on Taron. I managed to catch them taking one of the trains off the track and sending it to bed. Something I've always wanted to witness, but for some reason I've never been in the right place at the right time. So this was a real honour to see this as an enthusiast. Bye Taron. We're back in Rookburgh and it's looking stunning. And we're here for our nightcap ride on the one and only F.L.Y. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this night ride. The detail of the theming in this area of the park is just second to none. Look at this incredible room. This is part of the concept of the design of F.L.Y. Unfortunately, we didn't get a front row ride despite going on twice. It was still an amazing experience. I can't tell you how incredible this theme park is. The Rookburgh area is so unique and special. If you ever get the chance to come here, make sure you do. It's pouring again, so we're making a hasty retreat to the hotel. This area is also so incredibly themed, so I can't wait to see inside the hotel. I have high expectations. Also, haven't eaten since the burrito, so we're both really hungry. I hear it's a Chinese buffet, so I'm very much looking forward to that. So we've just had a really nice chill out in the room, which was much needed after 2 days on our feet in the park. We'll do a proper room tour in the morning. I did take a few shots before we trashed the place, but I'll talk you through the room in the morning when there's some natural light. But for now, we're going to go to the Bamboo restaurant here in the Ling Bao Hotel and have a Chinese buffet, which I am very much in the mood for. I don't think we can get across on camera quite how huge this hotel is. It's sprawling. It was really hard to find the restaurant, and we ended up going down a whole load of different corridors we didn't need to, but we got there in the end. The restaurant is an Asian buffet serving dishes inspired by Thailand, Vietnam, China and Japan. As with all help yourself to as much food as you want affairs, we're struggling to decide what to have, so instead we're opting for a cook to order stir fry. Nothing really beats fresh veggies and chicken in a delicious sauce with noodles. Pure comfort food and actually quite healthy too. Honestly, the stir fry tasted so fresh and delicious. It was exactly what we needed. It's time for pudding. Now, I know everyone's probably seen this before and I'm sure it's everywhere. I've never seen it somehow, so I was really intrigued to try it. Basically, they chop up your favourite ingredients and then mix it with an ice cream base, and it freezes on this plate, and then they make it into these beautiful ribbon curl things of ice cream. Despite being ice cream, it was surprisingly light and refreshing, the perfect end to a delicious meal. After a long but exciting day, it's now time to hit the hay. Good morning, guys. We have woken up, we have showered, and we are refreshed, and we're about to head for breakfast. So here's a little sneak peek of what you can expect in the bamboo restaurant here at Phantasialand. As you can see, that was a tasty breakfast. We're now fed and watered and we're ready to hit the park. We were going to go to the spa, but we've decided no, we actually want to go and ride roller coasters for the last chance. So we're going to take you on a little tour of the park, this time in sunny weather. As I said last night, we're going to give you a quick room tour and just show you what amenities there are available in the Ling Bao Hotel at Phantasialand. Something we really like are these lamps that are just a really nice warm glow, and at night when you turn all the other lights off they provide a really nice ambient mood to the room. You get your standard bedside table here, and what's really great in this hotel, we have a plug socket on this side of the bed and on the other, and a full complement of light switches, something you don't always see on both sides of the bed. The room has a handy luggage rack, so if you have cases while you're travelling, you can store these away here nicely out of the way. You'll be pleased to know there's two really big spacious bunk beds for kids. Now these aren't just like your standard squashed in tiny little thin narrow bunk beds, these are pretty big beds actually. I would sleep in that quite comfortably. The decor in the hotel is really lovely. This motif is actually throughout the Ling Bao Hotel. It's really well branded, so it's on cups, parts of the restaurant walls, in the corridors. They've really thought about branding and giving identity to the hotel all over the place, so there's consistency there. We have this nice Buddha kind of character above the bed, which is a nice little touch as well. Quite a nice large TV on the wall, all the usual international channels available. There's a little pew that you can pull out, it's on wheels, so you can actually take a seat here, and if you wanted to do some work, or maybe you have a mirror and you want to do your makeup. The dresser also has this massive drawer, so if you have anything you want to store in here for quick access in the middle of the room, it's the perfect place. It's a really lovely spacious bathroom. You've got a really nice sink area. I really love this when you have a sink in the middle and space either side, so you can put all your stuff here. You don't have to use separate shelving. There's just loads and loads of space, and then you've also got this quite spacious shelf up here, so you can put all of your toiletries and stuff on there. We've also got the double-sided mirror with a standard and what I like to call death mirror, because it's the super magnified mirror. Up here we have this really nice Asian kind of grate detail, which is a really nice touch, and that's carried through into the sides of the shower. These actually open. We were like, why would you need to open that? And then Rob said, it's so that people can clean the glass. And I just thought, yeah, what a great idea. The toilet has one of those soft close lids, which I really like because there's nothing worse than a toilet lid banging in the middle of the night. We have another nice Asian motif here on the wall, and I love this detail here, these little golden, they actually look a little bit like nipples, don't they? They're really, really cute. And we also have them here on the wall, either side of the TV. And we have this nice little window that opens here. Oh, it's a little bit restricted because we are on the ground floor because we're in off season, so they're only really using the ground floor rooms. It's very beautiful out there. It's a nice view. We've really enjoyed our time here at the Ling Bao Hotel at Phantasialand. It's just really beautifully decorated. The theming is on point and not over the top and not tacky in any way. The food's great, which is always really important. Situated directly in the park, so you have access through the gardens into the park. It's just a gorgeous hotel, and I would highly recommend staying here if you're coming to Phantasialand. Right, it's now time to check out, head back into the park and get on some coasters.
You're right, this area doesn't stop you into the wetland, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just looks like a different place when the sun's out. I'm so glad we came back in.
Yeah.
See it in all of its glory. This little guy up here is amazing. I'm gonna head into the Feng Shui Palace now and see what is going on inside, because we don't actually know anything about this. Very creepy.
Hochzeitsgäste, you traveling wedding guests, welcome. Come closer, näher zu mir. Kommt nur herein.
Okay, so you saw the start of that experience. One of the staff members came in and asked me to not film, and I said, okay, no problem at all. It said fast attraction on the door, and I have really bad motion sickness, so I don't like anything that's like VR or anything that has visuals that move when you don't move. And she said, the room spins, but you don't. So I'm thinking that's something really similar to Hex at Alton Towers. Whilst that's cool, it will make me feel sick for the rest of the day. So Rob's doing it, and I'm gonna go and get some more shots of Taron whilst he's in there. Now, I know I've already shown you a ton of shots of Taron, but you have to see Klugheim in the sunshine. It really is honestly just so stunning and beautiful, and you just have to see it to believe it. What I really love about this area here, they haven't just made a wall, they've created something that has lots of different shapes and textures, different parts of buildings and the rock work, and it all just works together to look like a seamless, real place. It's completely believable. Thing I adore about the design of the Klugheim village area is the intricate relationship between the pathways, coaster and buildings. It's a tangled mess of perfection. Designing the track layout and pedestrian walkways to work in such harmony is what makes this area so incredibly special. I love the fact that you can get completely lost in Klugheim and you can watch Taron from a million different vantage points. Sometimes it feels like you could reach out and touch Taron. Every subsection is a micro village with its own unique atmosphere. I don't know how they've done this in real life. It completely blows my mind. To understand what I mean, you really have to be here. So we just had an amazing 3 rides on Taron there in the sunshine. It was absolutely glorious. And because the weather's so good, we decided we're going to try Chiapas. We're going to give it a go. You can't get that wet, surely? We've been resisting, but the weather's perked up a little bit. And although it's freezing, we just thought if we don't do it now, we're never going to do it. So here's Chiapas. I'm slightly nervous. Slightly is not the right word. Just because I don't want to get really wet, but hopefully we'll be okay. Famous last words. The theming in this area is phenomenal. Look at that.
So, Chiapas, Bobba, what did you think?
I wasn't that thrilled about getting wet on a cold day like today. Pretty wet, mainly my legs and my feet though. I did keep my hood up the entire time.
Yeah.
Some interesting bits I've not come across in Lockwood before, such as going backwards.
I quite like the Camp Laser Disco halfway through.
Aztec disco.
Wasn't expecting that. Aztec Camp Laser Disco. Yeah, it was really good. I like the fact that there were lots of elements to it. It wasn't your standard fluke ride. So there was a forward section, a backward section. You keep thinking you're about to go up and then you end up going around the corner. So it's very long. For a summer's day, this would be a perfect ride. Yeah. So we're now going to go and dry off on Colorado Adventure, and then we're going to grab some lunch, probably from the Mexican focaccia place. So we just had our first ride of the day on Colorado Adventure, and it was awesome. It was so much fun. We were just laughing the whole time. It's such a great coaster, it really, really is. We're heading now to get some food. We thought we were going to go for focaccia, but there's not really anywhere to sit, and it keeps sort of on-off raining a little bit.
How incredible does this place look with all of its lights? It's so beautiful. Berliner Wurst. If you want a sausage, this is where you come. And this street is looking particularly lovely with all the sunshine on it. Look at that, all the greenery is looking gorgeous. The carousel is looking really beautifully backlit in the distance. Just stunning. So we're back here in Rookburgh. Can I come and have some lunch?
We are having a farewell burger in Urhwerk. That's the sound of fly going overhead, if you can hear that. I decided this time to try what's called the Navigator burger, which is chicken and goat's cheese and onion.
There she goes. Yeah, that's the one I had for dinner the other night, which you have already seen and was phenomenal. And I'm sat here by the beautiful Christmas tree. I'm also having the Navigator burger. It was so tasty the other night when I had it. I know people always have burgers when they come to theme parks, and I don't want to be in that category. Someone who only eats burgers and chips, because I like to try everything. But that burger was phenomenal, and it's really cold outside and it's been wet, and we are catching our flight later, so we probably won't eat much food later on tonight. So we thought, let's have a nice sit-down meal and have something a bit more substantial. It said sustainable then. And it's just so gorgeous in here. I mean, look at this place, check it out. It's so delicious. I was just saying, I would normally turn my nose up at a grilled chicken burger, but this is on a different level. Usually fried chicken is the most amazing chicken. That crunch and that juiciness, the epitome of chicken in a burger.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ. There's something about this that is just so decadent, and that's the cucumber noodles, chicken, and then there's goat's cheese in there, and it's in the most crispy, beautiful brioche bun. 10 out of 10, phenomenal. We're going into the Schokoladen and Candy Wertkstatt. These industrial looking sweet dispensers. It smells amazing in here.
that's why it smells so amazing in here. So it's time to leave Phantasialand. Unfortunately, we're going to walk back to our hotel now and we're going to say goodbye to Würmling. Bye Berlin. We're just heading to the shop because I've decided to buy the Rookburgh soundtrack because that is a worthy memento and I can also use it in the video for you. In fact, I will have done by now.
Typically, just as we're about to leave, they put the Christmas lights on.
Okay, we are leaving the park now, but I have to go on Taron one last time.
I think I might take back what I said. I know that Rookburgh looks really good at night, but I think Klugheim has it in terms of theming. In terms of theming and drama and everything, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. Klugheim is definitely my favourite area of the park. Right, Taron, one last time. So let's go! Wow, I don't know what else to say. I'm literally speechless. I have no more words. I can officially say Taron is now my best roller coaster in the world. It's taken the #1 spot. Everything about that ride is unfassbar.
Thanks for joining us on this special journey to Phantasialand. It's been a blast sharing everything with you. As we've already mentioned, we're utterly blown away by this place. It may be a compact park, but it packs a massive punch. It's up there with the best parks on the planet. We love the immersive theming that's so unique, original and distinctive. It stands out from all other parks we've visited. The quality of the coasters and rides is world class. Each model is a contender for the best of its type globally. The accommodation is excellent and it seamlessly integrates with the surrounding area, continuing the narrative. We were pleasantly surprised by the high standard of food and drink across the park's eateries. It was honestly some of the best food we've ever eaten, and it offered great value for money. It's incredibly welcoming, exciting, and when you're here you feel like you've escaped reality and embarked on a mind-blowing adventure. We're incredibly excited to see what Phantasialand has in store for the future. We would love to see them completely revamp the fantasy area and introduce a groundbreaking attraction that matches the excellence of Rookburgh and Klugheim. We'll be returning to visit regularly and can't wait for our next trip. Thank you for spending this time with us. We work incredibly hard to film and edit these trips. If you enjoyed travelling with us and would like to join our next adventure, please subscribe. It would truly mean the world to us to watch the channel grow. We have 4 travel vlogs releasing very soon. An incredible multi-day trip to Portaventura with Julia, where we'll experience the legendary Shambhala and Red Force. I'll be finding my Fearless on Hyperia for the first time, giving my reaction. Rob and I hit Winter Wonderland to finally get a long-awaited first ride credit on the legendary Munich looping coaster. And something truly unique, our first ever time on a cruise ship, we'll be setting sail on the stunning Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady, reviewing our time on board and visiting some beautiful spots in France, Italy and Spain. We're really looking forward to catching you all next time.